Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another video here. Today I have my what I wore and I'm combining November and December from 2024 because I just was very busy those 2 months and so I didn't get to wear as many polishes in either month, so I just figured why don't I just squish it into one regular length video because there was only like 3 or 4 from each month as opposed to the usual like around 8 I guess I would usually wear. So hopefully that's interesting to you guys. And hopefully I remember why I chose the ones from November because it's January 2nd and even December feels like forever ago. So I started off November with OPI's Ochre the Moon, which this is, I'm not a big OPI head. Like they're just not, to me, they were always like the adult brand when I was growing up. Like I just thought like that's for moms. That's what moms wear because that's what I saw in all the salons. And so I never really grew a huge attachment to OPI, but there are a few colors from OPI that I really like, and this is one of them. Like from the moment I saw it, I was like, I gotta have that polish. And I'm sure you guys can see why. It's a really like dingy, mustardy yellow. I actually had a mishap when I ordered this because I ordered it from Ulta. It was like super on sale. And if you know, you know, but Ulta does not know how to package anything. And so I had ordered a bunch of nail polishes. They threw them all in there with like no wrapping whatsoever. So of course the only one that I like truly was like, I gotta have it, that's the one that exploded in transit. And when I emailed customer service to be like, hey, replace this please, they were like, sorry, we're out. And I was like, well, great. But then I was in an Ulta and I ended up picking it up anyways, so I managed to get it. And this is just like a really nice fall color. I've told you guys a million times, I feel like I look really good in these types of yellows. So that was what I started off my November with. I was like ready for the holidays and I just wanted to get in the mood for them. Then on my toes, I wore this bow polish called Bulletproof. I picked this up when I was in the What's Up nail store in like they had one physical location and I went to visit a couple years ago and I had picked this up. It's just like when you see it in the bottle, it's like this grungy brownie orange with this crazy blue shimmer, and I decided to put this on my toes. Did it look good? No. But did I like it? Yeah, of course. I mean, this is just one of my types of colors. And look at that shimmer. It's like a bluish green shimmer in like the ugliest base color known to man. It was calling to me. So I threw that on my toes and that lived there for like the next month and a half because I don't think I'd change my toes again for a while. Actually, they don't have anything on them right now. I just have not been motivated to paint my feet. Oh no, wait, I did paint my toenails one more time. Like a week later, I ended up changing my toes to a Mythos lacquer, and this one is oh my gosh. Nyarlathotep. The names are hard for me. But this one is a orange polish, and orange doesn't look good on me, but I still like to wear it. And I just thought that one, it's very Thanksgiving-y, very fall to me. So I put that on my toes, and that's the one that I just didn't take off for like a month. So, again, they are bare now. I don't have like busted polish on my toes, but this, I do have a hand swatch of this and it is a really fun, pretty color. So I don't know if Mythos is open right now. I know they were taking a holiday break, but I'm excited to see what comes next from them. They're a really fun brand. And then I changed my hands to Cleona's Hazard. This is one of their magnetics from their Psychedelic collection. And I used that big horseshoe, like 30-pound pole magnet. And I did the velvet effect and I was obsessed with it. It took a while to do, each finger that way because I only have one giant horseshoe magnet. I don't think I need that many because they are kind of scary. They're really strong. So you really want to be careful. And I have a bad habit of my phone is next to me and then whatever I'm using, I'll just like throw to the right of me, like on top of my phone. And if I set that 30-pound pole magnet on top of my phone, there's no way that phone's not bricked. Like I'm convinced that it's just going to destroy the phone. So I have to like put my phone like really far away when I'm using it. And then I mindlessly forget and grab the phone. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to break my phone. So it is a whole thing, but I think that is worth it. And the magnetic effect, I find, or the velvet effect magnet, I feel like that stays better than like a solid line magnetic, because when you do the solid line magnetic, it kind of disperses out and then it becomes really obvious. It looks really blown out on the nail. But when the velvet effect kind of disperses, it's harder to tell because the pigment is already pulled all over your nail. So highly recommend trying that if you haven't already. Then I grabbed a polish from Karaya Polish called the Psychedelic Grape. This is a brand that is no longer open. I only have like 4 or 5 from them. I got them right when the brand was closing down because the maker was having a baby, and I guess she just chose never to reopen. I can't imagine running a business with like a newborn. I'm sure that's like an impossible feat, but I can't even imagine having a newborn, like too much. What do you do with a whole child? I can barely take care of myself, let alone somebody else. So I picked those up, and this is one that needs to be layered over like a darker color for it to really come to life. So I layered it over Orly's liquid vinyl, and it's just this really fun purpley kind of tone. I think I posted this, or I'm about to post this on my Instagram. I don't know. I schedule stuff in advance and then I just completely forget what's going up. So, but here is the picture, and I think it's a really fun color. It's not typically my type of purple, but I wanted to give it another shot anyways, and I did decide to hang on to it. So I did that on November 15th, and then I did not wear another polish until December because I'm trying to find this balance where I'm now getting to swatch for quite a nice handful of brands, but balancing like when the swatches need to be done and are due versus like painting my own nails. I'm still trying to get that balance down. So struggling a little bit there, but I think I've managed it, I say with no polish on my hands. But on December 6th, I believe this is the sequence of events. So we got the Pantone color of the year, which is this, and I complained about it on my Instagram stories, and then I immediately went and I painted my nails brown anyways. I really wanted to use Holo Taco's Choco Holo. I love that color. I love a brown polish that has like fun stuff going for it. I just really don't like the Pantone color of the year. I just feel like 2025 should have a much brighter, fun color, because I just feel like otherwise the year, I look at the Pantone color of the year like a horoscope, and I just feel like you're really bringing in the beige this year, Pantone, and that's not the type of year I want to have, okay? And then a whole 10 days later, I painted my nails again because Rob and I were going to get our engagement photos done, and I was like, well, what if they do those like silly close-ups of your hand type of photos? So I was like, I definitely need to wear something nice. They didn't. She did not do any of those photos, and I was kind of glad because I don't like, I mean, it's like everybody has their own thing, but like, you know, when like people like will do like they make the hearts together with their hands, and our hands are like completely different sizes, so it would look really weird, and I don't know, it's a whole thing. So I'm glad we didn't do that, but I'm waiting for those to come back. I hope they turn out well. But I ended up going with Chanel's holographic because that is what I wore when we got engaged, and I thought, why not wear that for the engagement photos? Because we got our engagement photos in the same city that we got engaged in, which is Frankenmuth, Michigan. If you don't know, it's like a little German Christmas-themed town in Michigan, and they have this store called Bronner's, which I believe is the largest Christmas store in the world, they say. It's like several acres big. I think it said like 7 or 8 acres is like how big the store is. It's huge. It's like Christmas ornaments for everything. It's fun to go to. It's just like something we like to do. So we got our engagement photos, and I had to have that polish on. So, and then for my Christmas manicure, I did a twin mani with my friend Bookish Boricua, and she found this mani, and I saw a lot of people doing this after the fact too. Like I just started noticing, but like, you know those, what is it, Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes? She saw a manicure that was all those, and she was like, we should do this. And I was like, all right, cool. So I did my like once a year nail art, and I ended up using the following polishes. I got to look at the list here. So I used China Glaze's Celebrity. Hollow Taco's Not Milky White, Hollow Taco's Favorite Sister, Hollow Taco's Left on Red, and Victorian Varnish's Steamed Icing. And I did kind of like a Skittle slash like nail art on a couple of the fingers to look like the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. I actually don't eat those. I like Hostess Twinkies if I'm going for a snack cake. Those are my favorite. But I still like the vibe of the Christmas tree cake. I think they're really cute, and I had fun doing the nail art, and I like got to use some glitter. I have like a bunch of random pots of glitter, and I was like, oh, I should use some of those for the sprinkles. And I got really creative with it, and I was like, this didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. Why don't I do this more often? Which is the reaction I have every time I do nail art, and yet I still just don't do nail art. And then I wore nothing for the rest of the month because I was swatching and busy with Christmas stuff and then New Year's stuff, and I just fell off. So I'm hoping that I will be wearing more off my rack this year, which I posted, that was my previous video, I think. So you guys will see I'm going for like a more bright January. I need to keep the spirits up because it is cold and I am tired and I just want to get back into the swing of things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys wore, I guess in December. We don't need to talk about November. That was so long ago. But let me know what you wore in December, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.